That's why you're afraid. You live in fear of dying because you know where you're going to go. That's the whole reason for it. You little fraidy cat. It's not about you. It's about you coming to me and affecting me, so therefore no one's going to work and no one's going to do anything. However, your staff is still working. The government's still going. It's Malachi Church versus State. You know, sometimes when I'm working, I listen to the radio. And I heard the interview, something with Cuomo or whatever his name is, the loser governor in New York City. I want to ask you a personal question, not that you'll ever watch this video. But are you afraid to die? Because the question that the reporter was really asking you was about the fact that there's some people that can get it, and some people that get over it, and some people don't. And in reality, I'll try to find the quote when I get home. So here we go. The illness is death.
This is death.
Listen to him.
What is worse than death?
What if somebody commits suicide because they can't pay their bills?
Yeah, but the illness is maybe my death.
That's it. The key.
Your death.
The key. That's the whole key to all these people's issues. Now, I will put the rest of this at the very end, and then I'll just put a link to it. You can watch the whole thing, but you can listen to the reporter asking a very good and calm question, and then you can see the response. It's just all about him. They don't give a rat's ass about you. It's all about he's afraid to die. Okay, back to the currently running program or currently scheduled program or whatever they said. Anyways, bye. Your whole thing was, but it's death. The end result is death. My death. Maybe not your death, but you can come to me and I can get it and I can die. Because you're afraid. Because you know where you're going to go when you die. You sick, little twisted little man. And that's all you are. You are afraid. You are in such fear. Because you know where you're going when you're going to go, dude. And you're going to go. And you're going to go right where you don't want to be. If you were a real man and really had a heart of God or really had a heart for the people, you wouldn't even bring yourself into that conversation. Because it's not about you. It's not about any of you governors or any of you people that think you have this authority, which you do not. You don't have any of this authority over anybody. The only reason why, I don't know why people even listen to you. I don't know why even people listen to half of you guys. Because you have no authority over them. Well, maybe it's because we are Christian men and women, and you're not. That's why you're afraid. You live in fear of dying because you know where you're going to go. That's the whole reason for it. You little fraidy cat. It's not about you. It's about you coming to me and affecting me, so therefore no one's going to work and no one's going to do anything. However, your staff is still working. The government's still going. I drove down to do some things I'm doing now. There's still government jobs still going on. Still things still happening. So it's a selection of people, what it is. It's a selection of a group of people. That's all you're trying to do. That's all the people you're trying to destroy. And you know what? Here's one other thing, and I'm going to do a whole other video just on this. But you know, people are good. Most people are good people. Most of them are Christians, or have good families, or have religious backgrounds. And these good people, they are compassionate. So when you see somebody hurting, what do you want to do? You want to help them. So what does an evil little dictator mindset that's in fear of his death do? I don't want people to see others hurting, therefore comfort them, therefore we want to close all churches and religious organizations. Because they don't want you to comfort anybody. That's why they want to keep you away from people. Right? And then all the people that want all this stuff from the government, supposedly, they are selfish people. Because they want everybody to do for them. Give me money. Give me money. Give me. Hooray for me. And my dad would say, as he's going to watch this video, hooray for me and fuck everybody else, right? You can bleep that out if you want to. Well, plug your ears. Well, it's too late. Sorry. That's just the way the world is. But, and even me using a little profanity sometimes, it's kind of interesting that the response I get. Granted, if I kind of apologize, but I don't want to make this a part of me just kind of using a line my dad usually makes somebody sometimes. Anyways, so get over it, all right? I don't constantly swear, so. But here's the thing. This whole virus thing, fake virus, whatever. Oh, and the guy that's coming to do my carpets, his son had the coronavirus too, but he got over it. And then he contracted it and he got over it. So there's a lot of people that have gotten over this thing, or this aspect of a new flu bug, whatever it is. If you don't want to call it coronavirus, I'm okay with that. Anyways, the issue is the two sectors of people. There are those who are selfish. They don't like to be compassionate. They don't bring compassion to people. That's why no hugging, social distancing. They don't like people, right? And they want to control people. And then good people that are hardworking people that really are the backbone of this economy are the ones who are compassionate. I mean, during this whole thing, government has taxed us to hell, basically. They've taxed us to infinity, right? But none of the money has gone to anybody, except those who are selfish anyways, like the big corporations who are selfish. They never put away any money. Oh, they don't want to dip into their account, but they want you to drain all your fucking savings. Oh, that's okay. Again, selfish mentality. These people are selfish and self-righteous. They don't want to be around compassionate people. They don't want to be around hardworking people. They don't want to be around people who really can take care of themselves. They don't need government. I don't need government. I haven't got freaking unemployment since 1988 when I was 18 years old. That was the last time I had unemployment. I'm 51. I mean, give me a freaking break. What's that, 33 years now? 34 years? That I've never gotten unemployment? I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want your money. I know in some states we actually pay into it, so therefore I get that aspect. But on this thing that's going around now, is there wanting to give people more money so that they become selfish, so they become self-righteous like the Cuomos and people like that. How they are, like the Faucis, you know, the little freaking little tiny man, right? I mean, but anyways, that's it. I heard that dickhead on freaking Rush Limbaugh or something like that talking about, oh, it's not about you, it's about me. Huh? Yeah, it's about him, all right. That's why he's still getting freaking paid, people, and you're not. That's why he hasn't had to go in 1 cent of his freaking savings or anything. And you have. And that's why he hasn't worried about that it's just another week or another month or whatever. Because it doesn't matter to him. He's still gonna sue people, go after people, do whatever he can to make sure that he still gets paid. Because he still has that ability under his dictatorship laws that he's creating, to be able to do that for himself and for the people that he wants surrounding him to save his sorry ass. Where are all the sheriffs out there, people? Where are all the people that maybe you should get your freaking pitchforks, right, and shovels, and freaking, have your torches, right, and start going out and taking these guys out, meaning out of office, not killing them, okay? God's going to take care of these people, and that's why they're so afraid. They are afraid of the ultimate judgment that God's going to bring upon them. And he will. And trust me, yo, Cuomo, I'm not in your freaking states. I care less about you, piece of shit. Anyways, God's going to judge you, my friend, and the torment of an eternity of hellfire and brimstone, and maybe always that much out of reach for what you need, because that's what you're doing to people. You're making them just beg you. Don't you think hell might be a representation of what you're doing now? And that is why internally, maybe not mentally, because you're not mentally there, you're kind of stupid. You know, you and your brother and all your other people there. You're total brainwashed, total idiots. You don't get it. You don't get it. You're selfish, self-righteous, and you hate people with compassion and the ability to fend for themselves and do on their own, because most of them are good Christian people or people of faith. And you are not, my friend, and that's what you're afraid of. I'm not afraid. Bring it on. Freaking, this house was worked on by a coronavirus victim, right? The lady freaking died in less than a week. You know, a week and a half or something like that. Something crazy. Because like I said, I think she had it. She didn't know it. She in here painting. Then she went and found out she had it. Boom, dead. Anyways, that's it. That's my rant. I gotta go back, do some more minor paint work. It's a nightmare job, touching up I hate doing jobs. I'd wish people would just let me do the job and do the whole thing. I have to deal with people like this sometimes. They all think they know what they're doing. And it's like, well, you know the bid I gave you before? You thought it was too high? It's not really the paint. I mean, the paint is a lot of work, but really that wasn't the cost of everything. It was all the little detail things that you missed. You just painted. You thought, oh, that's the major part of this. I'm going to save me a lot of money. It's all the detail work. It's all the trim work. It's all the small things that take time, that I wish people would just let me do the whole frickin' job instead of trying to save a couple pennies, right? It's just, and anyway, obviously death. Anyways, enough of that. I talked about that yesterday. Malachi signing out. Church for State. Hug your kids. Call your parents. Go see a neighbor. Repent and be baptized. And here's another thing to everybody out there. These people have no power over you. They have no control over you. You are the only you in existence within the universe, and just be a that. And the rights granted to you and given to you, not granted to you, given to you by God, supersede, or whatever the proper term it is, because I had some guy go, hey, they know it's superseding. Anyways, look it up, you dumb shit. Look it up in a dictionary. Oh, and sometimes you can't look at an English dictionary. You got to actually go to, a Greek dictionary and so other things and sort of reference some of the words I say, because some of the words I say have a meaning in the intended word that I was trying to say. People don't realize sometimes I do understand Hebrew. I do have multiple doctorates in theology, so you think that it does sometimes get confusing in my head. I utilize words that maybe most people don't know. Anyways, enough of that. Hug your kids, call your parents, go see a neighbor, repent, and be baptized. Yo!
Met by circumstance, the fate of random chance, the